It's okay to throw some truthful stones. However, choose your battles wisely. There is truth even in humor. Angolans normally say that any visitor to their country who drinks from the River Bengo will never want to leave. This is funny and true because Angola is a large country with a variety of landscapes. It is rich in natural resources, including precious gems, metals, and petroleum. Indeed, Angola ranks among the highest oil-producing countries in sub-Saharan Africa. Welcome to Wisdom of Africa, your weekly wisdom dosage. I am Karen, and in this video, I'll break down the meaning of 5 proverbs from Angola. But before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Francisco. Those of you that don't know Francisco, he is an Angolan living in Canada, and Francisco says, I am a lost Angolan and want to go back to my roots. Hearing these proverbs makes me feel home already. So, Francisco, this is for you.
Não vale a pena se mentir. As damas vão ficar. Vão ficar. Os carros vão ficar. Vão ficar. As casas vão ficar. Vão ficar. As festas vão ficar. Vão ficar. Vão ficar. Vão ficar.
Right, it brings us to proverb number 1. Proverb number 1 says, the one who throws the stone forgets. The one who is hit remembers forever. The person that throws the stone will forget doing that act, but the one who is hit will remember it forever. Imagine you always forget the kids that you beat, but the kids that were beaten by you will never forget when they grow up. This is the simple truth. Perpetrators of wrongdoing are very quick to forget the evil and injustices that they commit against others, but the victims are forever scarred and are haunted by the trauma that they've gone through. Yes, we do need to forgive, but forgiveness is not the same as forgetting. Sometimes you just can't forget the injustices that you have suffered. How easy is it for us to forget the people that we hurt? How hard it is for us who are deeply hurt to forget the people who hurt us? Just think about what I'm saying here. You commit an evil act, you forget about it, but the people that you hurt in the process still remember the pain that you caused them. On the other hand though, imagine if that stone contains self-evidence or some sort of truth that stands on its own. Then actually it is good that that stone was thrown, and it is good that he who was hit remembers forever. Nonetheless, one should be careful about throwing stones. Proverb number 2 says, squirrels do not talk back to the elephant. Remember, a squirrel is very minute compared to an elephant. Simple as the squirrels, they don't talk back to the elephant. The simple meaning is that do not pick fights with someone that could crush you. Sometimes it's best for you to just walk away and leave that situation without it crushing you. That's the moral of the story. It brings us to proverb number 3. Proverb number 3 says, if you burn a house, you can't hide the smoke. If you burn a house, you can't hide the smoke. The meaning of this proverb is that all actions have consequences. So if you do something wrong or if you make a mistake, there's no point trying to hide it, because sooner or later, it's going to be found out. You're better off owning up than trying to hide the smoke. I'll give you an example. I have some china china dishes, and my daughter was washing dishes and she so happened to break one of the cups. What she did is she tried to sweep up some of the pieces, but unbeknown to her, there was some broken pieces that were left behind after she'd cleaned up. So anyway, I've counted my cups. I've realized that one of them is missing, and I've asked, did anybody break any of my cups? I've asked all my children, and everybody was like, no, 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 including my daughter saying no. However, what she didn't realize is she was trying to hide smoke. The reason being there were some broken pieces that she'd left behind. So ultimately, I knew that she had broken a cup. But the moral is, I'm telling you, the truth will eventually come out. Proverb number 4. Proverb number 4 says, the left hand lands before the right one is broken. About 90% of people are right-handed and 9% of people are left-handed. I fall in the 9%. Anyway, the remaining 1% are ambidextrous. Do you know what that means? Ambidextrous means they can perform tasks equally using either their left or their right hand. So this proverb is not for those people. Excuse me, you 1%, this is not for you, eh? Anyway, as for the rest of us, it tells us to train for challenges so that we are prepared for when things go wrong. When my left hand goes, I wish my right hand can come in there. So what I'm saying is, before my left hand goes, I need to train my right hand. Please learn to prepare by training for eventualities that might come in the future. It brings us to our last Angolan proverb. 1 spoon of soup in need has more value than a pot of soup when we have an abundance of food. Imagine you have a lot of food and somebody gives you a spoon of soup. That would kind of be insulting. But however, if you had none at all and then somebody gave you 1 spoon of soup, of course that would have more value. What we're trying to say here is that showing up for someone in that hour of need, no matter how small, is more valuable than being there for them when everything's going well. I don't mean for you not to be there for your friends. What I mean is try and be there for people at that hour of need. For example, you meet a homeless man on the street and you buy him a plate of mofete. Do you know what mofete is? I'll tell you what it is. Mofete is an Angolan delicacy. Grilled fish, plantain, a sweet potato, cassava, and a bit of gari there, you know. That act in itself is more valuable than giving him a cow at his wedding. That is the meaning of this proverb. Be there. Reach out for someone in that hour of need. It will be more valuable than being there for them when everything's going okay. I'm sure you know the drill by now. As the saying goes, knowledge without wisdom is like water in the sand. S-A-N-D, sand. Anyway, did you like this video? If so, subscribe to Henok TV. Do you want me to give you a shout out? Like I did to Francisco? Yeah? Tell me, which Angolan proverbs do you know? Please share this video and tag us at Henok TV. Until next time, it's me again, Karen. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye. Pick your fights wisely.